Just to give a tip, and I think you can use this in many different areas of your life, like how to predict the future. There is one phenomenon that I have observed that the enemy always precedes what God is about to do. He precedes what God is about to do and he does the inversion of it. So you'll live through the inversion of what God is about to do in your life. And you can apply this to many different areas of your life. I'm speaking specifically to a situation about these people that are losing their jobs because of their hateful, cold rhetoric on social media, especially towards Charlie Kirk and how they viewed the death of Charlie Kirk. Now, all these people are losing their jobs. Like they're being fired for being hateful, cold, and demonic, dude. And it's interesting to me because it's clear to me now the tides have shifted. Like I came out in like 2020 and I was going after all these satanic people, like in the negative sense, child trafficking, like you name it, like all the things in Austin, Texas. I'm like, if I'm gonna live here, then I'm gonna purify the joint because this stuff is not gonna fly under my watch. So it's kind of like be the change you want to see in the world. I'm like, if I am going to live in this city that I've enjoyed for 10 years and all of a sudden I find out that all these people are criminals they're murdering people and getting away with it. They're trafficking children, yada yada, you name it. I was like, absolutely not. So I went out boots on the ground, protests, signs up, told the public. I got a website that's not published with all the evidence, all the receipts, everything, everything. It was not a secret. It was not a conspiracy. It was not a secret. It was so obvious. It was so freaking obvious. And so for years, the satanic government in Austin had made it to where I couldn't get a job anywhere. I'm a high end hairdresser. So they threatened my boss where I was a high end hairdresser. And he was like, at first, he was like, F you. Like, she's been telling me how much you suck. And then they were like, well, we're going to ruin your business and we can do it. And they threatened him. And he's like, well, I don't know if they can actually do it. He's like, but I can't take the risk. So, you know, this is where we got to part ways. And I was like, I understand. I understand completely. But it was like the message went out to every other salon because it's like in a city, it's like everywhere, right? It's like people know somebody from somewhere. When you're talking big money and you're talking the satanic network, like they know someone somewhere and they can plant a seed and they can say, don't hire this chick because she's going against us, right? Silly, but people used to be afraid. People used to be really full of fear about these other people. They're no longer full of fear about satanic overlords. The tides have shifted. So, I find myself like where I'm at now. And it's funny, there's like one person who's like harassing the owner of the salon I'm at. And she's just trying so hard to get me fired from this place because she remembers a golden era where it was easy to fire me from any other place. It's no longer the case. The culture is no longer for the people of fear. It's like now transitioned. And it's funny to me because I'm watching all these people with their social media, like, and they're like, the words you say on the internet do have impact. Like, they will impact your life. I never said anything hateful, cold, murderous, whatever. I never said anything like that. And then now these other people are coming out with hateful, cold, murderous rhetoric, and they're losing their jobs now. Like now they're the ones that are losing their jobs, right? It was like I was coming for the testimony of Christ, the Holy Spirit, where I was being guided, what I was being guided to do, what I was being guided to say, the things I was like supposed to stand up for, the principalities I came against. Like I came and I did that, and it switches the culture now. The tides have shifted where like people are no longer afraid. And also in this economy, nobody likes those people anyway. That's why it's pretty protected. This is why it pays to get away, come away from her, my people, so you don't suffer in her plagues. In the book of Revelation, it says, come away from her, my people, so you don't suffer in her plagues. So all of that was a blessing in disguise, which was never in disguise because I always knew it was God's will. But it's like I have come away from anybody that can inflict harm on me by getting away from them. So I think in this hour, if we wonder about a war and you wonder about the rapture, you imagine that like the peace is found in getting away from them, right? We're not the ones spitting out rhetoric that we need to like kill them off. No, it's if you look at the Bible and the testimony of Christ, it seems as if what we need to do is get away from them. Get away from them, get away from them, because you're not going to come against them, at least in our, familial communities. We're not going to like go out there with freaking gunslinging violence. That's not the way to do it. You can kill a principality with words, you can kill a principality with influence, you can kill a principality with faith. You can kill a principality within faith and it affects you and all the other people who killed, quote unquote, killed a principality with their faith. It's not physical murder. It's just come away from her, my people. Like we got away. We moved away. We got away from them. So it's like evident to me that like the tides have shifted, and it's funny to me that it's not funny, but it's like back in the day people were ruled by fear and they're not anymore. And then they're like, oh, the things that you say on the internet do have an impact. And people would say to me, like, be careful. The things that you say on the internet have an impact. But I was like, I'm never going to stop saying what I'm saying on the internet. One of the stipulations to losing my job was he was like, well, these Satanists said if you took down your material, then they would be okay. And I was like, well, I'm not going to take down my material because it has the impact is far greater than anything else in this world. The actual impact is greater. And he respected that, so he was like, okay, but like before all this happened with the threat, they were like, tell her to remove her content. And he was like, you can remove your content and like be okay with everything. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that because that would be like forfeiting to the enemy, and I'm not here to do that. And he was like, respectfully, I understand. Like, okay, like we're gonna part ways. We're gonna do this. And it took me a couple years to get back on my feet, but I'm really happy now because I don't have any handlers. Now, it's funny how the tides have shifted, where all these satanic, demonic people are losing their jobs because of their hateful, cold, murderous rhetoric. If you want to predict the future, the devil always precedes what God is about to do, and he inverts it. Even when it comes to like interpersonal relationships, it's like if you look at the phenomenons in your interpersonal relationships, you can see that what was under such attack through that relationship in the end is going to be the complete inversion of that, like the opposite of that. That was an inversion. So while people are here in these avatars and they're influenced by all these energies, at some point, the survivors are no longer going to be influenced by the demonic energy, and they're going to find themselves in a rightful position where they're like, I'm sorry I was like wrong. I'm sorry I was wrong. As they watch everyone around them crumble, they watch everyone around them that they like painted me against for years, but they watch everyone around them crumble. They're going to say, I'm sorry I was wrong, or they're going to go into that harvest. Come away from her, my people, dude. So you can apply this to your life. The devil always inverts what God is about to do. If you've had strife with money, guess what? And you've tried hard and you've been a hard worker, guess what? You're probably going to profit in the future. If you've like had strife for like whatever it is in the future, it's probably the opposite. Probably the opposite. But we don't know like where the future takes place. That's the weird thing. Like we don't know where the future takes place because we understand that like Satan owns this world, but we're like, is it handed over to him? Like, has it already been handed over to him? In the future, is it redeemed? I do believe that nature is beautiful. I believe that culture is beautiful. I believe like healthy families are beautiful and love is beautiful and beauty is important. Beauty is synonymous with the truth, and this all exists in this realm, and they say love wins in the end. So it makes me believe that there is something salvageable about this world, not to just forfeit it to the rapture, not to just forfeit it to like, let me put my head on the chalk block because this world has gotten too unbearable. It pays to keep going. It pays to keep innovating. It pays to be a thought leader. It pays to keep going, regardless of everything you see around you. Just know it's falling away so that something new can prosper. And I fear for the people that believe so much in the rapture that they're just like forfeiting and giving up. And I don't think that's the worst thing ever, but it's like, what, how much better would it be if you could like stick around? How much better would it be if you could find a new economy, if you could create a new economy, if you can be part of a new economy, if you can be part of like heaven on earth? Hope I made my point. It's also like interesting, like Satan is the lord of confusion. And it's weird, so long as we're here in this like fleshly body, we're still going to have a bit of confusion, but there's a lot of things that we're not confused about. And the one thing I am not confused about is this phenomenon where the enemy always precedes what God is about to do and he inverts it. So you don't have to be a psychic to apply these concepts to your life and predict the future. And it's up to you to decide to work hard for that future, to overcome the curses and work towards that future. Don't give up. I feel like it's better to not give up, but I don't think it's like you're going to go to hell if you give up. I don't think that either. But relationship through Jesus Christ is your solid foundation no matter what. All right. Oh yeah, thank you. Good to see you, Need to Fish. Check you later.